So tell me about these crazy eyes that you do.
Is that my first question?
It's totally your first question.
I have some some unattractive facial expressions I make sometimes.
No, I don't believe you. Can you show us these?
No. I'm not gonna, they've been documented enough.
Okay.
My name's Vanessa Marsh, and I'm working on the Free Stories project with Chris McKinney.
Dogs or cats?
I pretty much like all animals. I don't really have a preference between dogs and cats.
Do you drink?
Alcohol?
Yes.
Yes, I would say so, yes.
Would you say you prefer beer or you prefer wine?
I probably drink more beer than wine. But I feel like you can get a good glass of beer for a reasonable price, and you can't really get like a really good glass of wine for a reasonable price, so.
Do you think it's important for people who may not have much arts education to know about visual arts?
Well, I think like the skill that is probably the most useful for just anyone, whether they're talented or not talented, is I think art making is about problem solving, being creatively finding a new way to do something, a new solution, and it's all about finding a new solution to something and being original, which I think is valuable in any scenario, in any kind of walk of life. So
when you first came to San Francisco, what was your first impression?
Well, I mean, as a 12-year-old, it was more like going to Haight Street and going shopping and wanting to be a hippie and knowing that I wanted to have some kind of alternative type lifestyle and looking for that via shopping on Haight Street. So, and I mean, of course it's beautiful, and that's always something that strikes anyone, but that's my first memory of San Francisco, is shopping on Haight Street.
So for a lot of your previous photography, you have created a lot of models, is that right? Mm-hmm. So have you ever had like a Godzilla moment with your models? Destroy them?
Well, I've kind of inadvertently had Godzilla moments in like trying to detach a model from because storage is always an issue, and so after a period of time after I've shot a piece, like I'll end up wanting to take the model off of the plexiglass that it's on, and there's been moments where it just all, fell apart, and then it was like, hell with it. But
was it fun?
yeah.
So you're not tempted at all to just destroy your models?
They cost too much and take too much time to put together.
What drew you to the Free Stories project?
Well, I got the email from you, and I was just checked out the website and was just really excited about the idea of like spreading art in this way that wasn't about it was just in this non-traditional, outside of like a sales kind of environment. I felt like it was a way to like be creative and think about something and I like to take on projects that kind of get myself out of my head and try to make me like solve a different kind of problem than I'm normally solving in my studio.
My name is Chris. I've been collaborating with Vanessa Marsh for the Free Stories project, and she's going to ask me some questions now. She's a modern woman.
Oh yeah, I'm a modern woman. Say, if I think about it, I say like 95% of my friends in the city are transplants, people not from here. So how do you, and I think that the creative community, there's a lot of transplants in the creative community. So how do you kind of, how do you feel about that? How do you interact with that, like being a San Francisco native?
I feel like what comes up a lot is playful but strange undercurrents about ownership of the city.
Oh yeah.
Like people will say, "Oh, you don't know this place, but you grew up here. You must not be a San Franciscan. Like you must not actually have grown up here. Like what have you been doing with your life?" So I guess maybe it's not so much ownership but authenticity. There's this weird conflict over authenticity. People have this impression that if I'm not, an encyclopedic source reference for the city, that I must not be an authentic.
Some obscure hipster shop on 26th Street. Then.
Yeah. Do you have a goofy question?
If you had to wear an animal costume, what animal costume would you wear?
Oh my god, this is the perfect question. Because, well, for Halloween, I'm going to be a panda.
Oh my god, I was thinking panda. Panda was going through my head.
We are
I have to show you pictures of, like, my best friend has a panda outfit, though. She has a full-on panda outfit. She's in China, and she, like, goes out with her friends and gets drunk and wears the panda outfit.